I'm alive, I'm energetic, I'm enthusiastic, and I'm full of happiness. It is dangerous, but if that is giving me the health benefit, I think I'm on it. That you do not decide for me. Absolutely no. Definitely, I know I am under the medical care. It is not that I'm just like that. I've come from the hospital for you. I've really I've come from the hospital, Richard knows. So the courage you have is immense. The mind regulates your body. It is not vice versa that body regulates your mind. Sorry, dear. In this one exercise, this one exercise has kept me all enthusiastic. I'm so happy, so delighted that I could test myself when I'm doing it so well. So, power of one, I would be speaking because, as you just heard your principal, sir, that India has to get prepared for 2047. And who can drive the change is the youth of this country. We are at the demographic dividend at this time where almost 65 to 70% of the youth is there in the country. If 2047 is a brighter day, you are going to be the part of it. You have to strive, you have to take it through. Now I would start doing what it is, though normally I do not like the PPT as such, because I believe that PowerPoint presentation, and I believe I have the power and I have the point. I do not need PowerPoint. However, because this is to be recorded, for the sake of recording, I am having it, but you will see the minimal use of it as of now. The first activity, you must be wondering that there are two white papers given to you. So we will start the first activity. Just follow my instructions. Is it going good as of now? Yes. So hold it from up in the longitude like this. Yeah, hold it like this. Like it was this paper, hold it like this. Hold it. Done it. If you don't see, you will not be able to follow. So follow. From top, where this is opening, where this is opening, there is an opening from that side, from the top. Measure about the 2 inches gap, almost like a 4 fingers. And from here, you have to tear, but only up to like 2 inches again, not more than that. So like this. Tear it from the open side and like this. Can you? You don't have to be perfect. See, mine is also not perfect. But this is how. From the open side, I have told. Same you do it from the below. Like see, this has been done. Done? All done? Any doubt? So once you open the page, each side from the middle, you have to fold. Please fold it like this. Now what alphabet it tells? What alphabet you get after tearing the paper like this? You have folded it like this, and there is this side which says I. Okay? On top of the I, not from this side, but from this side. On top of the I, write your name in capital letters. Write your name in capital letters. Center. Don't write it small letter. Center, big word, like big name in the center. So, very good. Anybody has got it out? Center, you have to write it here. Done? Done? Yes? Now, in this pillar, write all your positive strengths. No, here, this side, write all your positive strengths. I'll come down and I'll show. All your positive strengths. One by one, in capital letters, please start writing. One after the other, this way, that way, like if you can do it this way, it will be better. Yeah. In that pillar, don't use the last end, use only the center pillar of I. Start writing your positive strengths, please. Okay, Akshay. You are using very small letters. If you can use a capital or little larger letters, it would. Write your positive points. Start writing, please. Don't wait for me to see your paper. Start writing. You have only one pen. Can you help with the pen, please? Somebody? Gentlemen? There are people like they are like without the arsenal, and they are the soldiers. Yeah. One more was here somewhere without pen. बिना सिपाही, बिना तलवार का सिपाही. You are also like that. You good? Let me check. Have you started writing? 5, 12, 10, 20. How many? Please write. 3? कितने हैं? हाँ. 0. But when I exchange നടന്നു ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്. So, I told that everyone should carry their pen. If they have not, please supply them. Now how many? Just 2? Oh, that takes a lot of time. That these are the only your positive strengths. You don't know yourself. Very good. I see here some 8, 9 points. Wonderful. Your positive strength. You're honest, you have a good positive attitude, you're hardworking, you're smart working, you are an artist, you're capable, you have a goal, you have a focus. What all you have? You have great listening skills, you're friendly, approachable, good team player. No? achiever, you are an achiever in something. Who did not bring the pen out of you? You're obedient, you're careful, you're compassionate. Yeah, you're a lover. Write it. You love nature, you love your parents, so you're a lover. You have a dream, you're having an aspiration. You are content. You are happy. So many good things are there around you. Why can't you just think about yourself? 2, 3, you are writing, you do not know yourself. That's what I feel bad about it. That one should know what you are. How many? Sebastian? 10. Very good. So you are helping, you're caring, you're sharing, you're daring, you're fair, honest, so many things. Please write. Once you have done it, oh, somebody is taking help from the other because they do not know themselves. Now, at the last band, write one unachieved dream. In the last band, down band, write one, yeah. Top you have written the name. In the end, you write one unachieved dream or aspiration. Or just simply write your passion. I see a lot of smiles there. I see a lot of apprehension there on your faces. This is not a cut, copy, paste that you're looking at others' paper. What they're doing. Don't copy. You need to be yourself. Yeah. The last part. Open this window. Back side. Open this window. And write. What may or is stopping you to achieve your dream? Or what are your weaknesses? What is stopping you or what may stop you from achieving your dreams? Right here. In this window, back side of your page, please. Please write. I want you to be a little quick because we are running out of time. We have further more activities. I was thinking that you guys would be quick, but you are not. Make yourself a little more agile. Be a little faster. You don't need to look back. You don't need to share. Hello. Already copy copy. Yeah, Copy meaning alive. This is something very strong as an exercise, please. Write your weaknesses, procrastination, negative thinking, parents' advice, too much of time wasting, or fear, guilt, lack of skill, lack of knowledge, lack of guidance. What may stop you to achieve your dream? Please write. Written? Now, you don't want to take initiative. You have lost enthusiasm. You have had heartbreaks. You have been given in a wrong company. You are not in a happy environment. There may be certain issues at home. What is stifling you? That is now closed under the veil. Usually in India, listen carefully, if you are not attentive, I may leave right now. You are doing something very important. In India, normally, we always carpet our weaknesses. We always put our mistakes under the carpet. I want you to keep opening this window, see that what is stopping me and on what can I start working so that I can achieve the dream which has been here, unspelled or spelled dream. This should be on your study table. It would help you, believe me, dear children, you're young, you're enthusiastic, you're good. Another thing I would want you to just check at 11:50 p.m. night. Just look at your digital well-being score of the day. At IIM Udaipur, where I used to teach before this assignment, I would tell that the students were having 14 hours of digital time. Out of that, they were spending 4 hours on their studies and study related activities. Average 10 hours were engaged in scrolling WhatsApp, Insta, Reels, Facebook, and largely Netflix. They were not realizing what they are losing. Once they started following at 11:55, there was an instruction, a Google card was issued to them. Every day they have to send a screenshot of their digital well-being. Can you believe it reduced to 4 hours within a week? I'm not telling that you should leave apart the other activities. You may watch anything and everything that is available. But if you do not feel the mindful use of your time, you do not know how many hours looking at your device goes. 20 minutes in a second would pass without your realization. You're becoming slave of the technology. This is happening with everybody around India. And if India is falling in this trap, believe me, the dream achievement of Viksit Bharat at 2047 would be in doldrums. I want you to be digitally well, economically well settled, socially very agile, culturally very adaptive, politically aware, ethically right, and legally also aware. So I would be like, I'm just showing you one slide. I want you to now write in your copy or somewhere in this page you have sorry. Take the second page. Sorry, take the second page. The way I am telling, please hold from center again like that, and again half hold. Half hold. So we did one longitude and then from center again hold. So if I'm showing, it can open like a book. So this is page 1, this is page 2, this is page 3, and this is page 4. Isn't it? Yeah? Okay. So first you open the page as of now and use the one which has got these edges towards you. Not the one which you have done outside, but the inner page you use, and write what one change you would like to make. What one change you would like to make in the texture of society today. One point, please. Put heading, social, what one change. Then, economical, what one change. Like economic, you want to change the economic disparity. You want to make kind of more profitable, productive nation. What do you want? Or economy to lead the world? What do you want? The economy to be. One change. What one change you would like to see? Put the second. Social. What one change in society you want to? Equality, justice, fairness, gender equality. What one change you want? Girl education, girl ratio, what it should be. One social change. What it can be. Please write. Third, you take cultural. What one change in culture? If you do not have a point, then you can leave that point. But it does not mean that you leave every point and say, I have nothing to add. What cultural change? Like, would it be adoption of more languages? To be an international global citizenship? Or you want the culture to be more friendly, open? Or you want the culture to be strengthened, going back to the roots? What do you want? If there is a cultural pollution, you can write a cultural, if you feel that there is a cultural pollution. So you can write it like you want to change the cultural pollution. That can be like simple statement. Legal. As of now, there are lakhs of cases pending in the law. What one change you would like to bring in the law? Like speeding up the case expedition, creating more legal strength in India, making robust or district level courts or state level courts even more strong, bring more reforms. Simple. Whatever points come, I'm just giving you the clues. Technological. Do you want to be in a technological state where everything is techno-based? AI, ML, so many things are there, but how much you want to contribute to that? Do you want everywhere robots around you? You want to deal with more humans? Technological, advanced advancements are necessary. But what one thing that would change your, texture of the country? Any one political change, if you want to bring, you want to reduce the number of years of surveying, you want to say that more rights to be given to bottom of the pyramid, you want to say that political leaders, when they are passing through a road, the road should not be blocked. They should be treated as an equal citizen. If you want to, write it. No special privileges. You are serving the country. Or if you want to reform anything, whether students should be given a participation in the parliament to speak your mind at the right page. Maybe. I'm giving you some ideas there or kuch nahi. And one educational reform, if you want. Done? Now use this second side as the page opens 1, 2, 3, and 4. What you are going to write now. Mind you, this page would be taken and hence I have not asked you to write your name. If you have written the name, it's absolutely going to be anonymous because when I compile and send it to the ministry, I will only be randomly using student 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Even if your name is written, please don't worry. This page would be collected. This was announced earlier that page 2 would be taken. So, on first page, quickly write what and where I want to be after 5 years. What and where I want to be after 5 years on the first page. Just fold the page now, take the fresh side. Take the fresh side. On page 1, you write what and where I would like to see myself after 5 years. Want to be a CEO, having your startup, working in a tech company, being in a C-suite at the corporate level, do something for the country, fight an election and be a politician. What do you want to see yourself to be after 5 years? Be a little quick, we are running out of time. You have to use the fresh side. Hello. You have to use the fresh side of the page. Yeah, that's better. आप पेज में डालिए मेरे वक्त खा So what do you want to be after 5 years? On the second page, open this and on the second page here, write what one thing you would like to change in our country to make it Viksit Bharat or developed nation by 2047. One major change. I've already given you the list, social, technical, cultural, whatever. But out of that, which one you feel the best? That please write it down below. You know what suggestions you have already given. One best thing that you would like to change in your country. Education system, political system, social texture, cultural texture, legal thing, ethical, moral, anything you can write here. It's the one best thing you would like to see in a developed India or Viksit Bharat. On page 3, See what you have to write. What steps you, like you as a person, would make the point two possible? What would be your contribution? Write your own contribution. What would you do to make the country develop? Would you do innovations? Would you be somebody, the voice of the masses? You would earn enough money to fly back to your nation? You want to be standing on your own feet, having your own good life? What one change you would like to bring through your effort for the country? Here I would like to narrate one story. I have visited about 84 countries by now. And one of the countries which I liked was Vietnam. First time when I visited on a project for 15 days, I had a translator with me. I saw right in the morning, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, there would be the oldest women on the street selling the breakfast, like omelets, eggs, dumplings, noodles, rice, breads. Everybody would have like out there in the lanes. Every lane, oldest women, 85, 90, 97-year-old people. So one of the lady who was almost 99-year-old, having just a fragile structure, sitting like this, selling boiled eggs, and having two grandchildren sitting like 1 year, 3-year-old beside her. I just wanted to know why this lady. At this age, what is the compulsion? So I asked my narrator that please ask this lady why is it sitting here selling. The answer changed my perspective towards our own nation. The lady said, I do not want to be an economic burden to my country. At 99 years, here people retire at 55, 60, non-retire at 50. എനിക്ക് ആൾ വലിക്കുന്നു എനിക്ക് കൈ വലിക്കുന്നു എനിക്ക് മറ്റത് എനിക്ക് മറിച്ചത്. You have excuses and excuses and excuses. Look at somebody who is fragile but still wants to contribute to the nation. I want you to make one contribution to the nation what youth of this country can do. Nobody else can do. Please write that one contribution. And last but not the least, for all your capabilities, for all your skills, for all your knowledge, for all your courage, whom would you like to thank? Whom would you pay your gratitude? Is it the God, yourself, your parents, your teachers, your siblings, your neighbors, your relatives, or the nature? Often we forget to express our thanks to the people who have made you to sit today in this hall, made you enough capable to be here and studying. You never pay gratitude usually, or even if you're paying, I am thankful to you if you're every day in your prayers, if you are thanking people who have made you what you are today. If you are not, please write it. Who all you would like to thank? Yourself, your sister, your role models, your teachers, your parents, relatives. Somebody might have brought a change in your life, right? I believe this is done in a minute's time, and I would request my friends here to collect it back and give it to me. They're still writing, few of them are still writing. Do not fear that your data would be given to anybody. Rather, only your thoughts would be given till the PMO. So don't worry. From AICTE to the Ministry of Education to PMO, it would go. So without your name in an Excel sheet, I would be compiling and I would send myself without disclosing your name. I would just write 1, 2, 3, 4 as a response and I'll do it. So this is your book of the life which you want to contribute. You know what you want to contribute. They can be student volunteers who can collect from their row and then kindly pass it on. We often think that the life is difficult. But see that if you are willing to believe in yourself, you can always reach where you want to be. I told you about my fasting. I told you about my coming here straight from the hospital. But I know that my willingness to contribute is larger than my fear. It is much larger than my fear. It is all here in our mind and what all we can do. See, there is an Harvard article by Tasha that knowing oneself is most difficult art. Why? Because one, that is your inner core, second, that is your outer core, but also it is how people see you. You start often believing. The most difficult thing in, sorry to say, in southern part of the nation and even northern part of the nation, I have seen that people judge you. They evaluate you. Oh, you become last time I saw you. After that, I've seen your hairs have gone so bad. You're looking bald. You're looking aged. You have gained weight. You have become very thin. We start looking at the outer part of it. The moment you say, I failed in one subject, first thing they would say, this like they discouraging words. They judge you. Everybody. Body shaming is one of the things that pulls anybody and everybody down on this earth. Who are you to judge? Who are you to tell me what I want to be? What I want to look like? That's my choice. Allow me that choice. Let me experiment. If it doesn't look good, I will change. I have the capability to change. Please don't talk. Please don't. You all have the immense power and capability to change. At the pupa stage, if you crush the butterfly, it will never fly. If you put a bird in a cage, right from when it is like, very tiny, it would never soar the heights because it has lost the art. We want to. We want to grow them to their fullest potential as teachers, as the pillars of the society. We want you to be flying high with your head held tight that yes, I belong to India. I belong to this great nation and I can contribute not only to myself, not only to my family, not only to my society, not only to the nation, but I can keep my flag high at any global level. You have that power. You have that power. So don't go under what people paint you. You can be definitely, but I like now look at this figure. Can you be like this? Parents want one direction. I want one direction. Society wants another direction, or teacher wants. Will this horse cart lead anywhere? Tell me. Never, right? So choose one path where you can contribute your 100%, be yourself. You have been made capable. Don't have it from you look like that. You sit like penguins. First you sit straight, slowly then. On the chair, look at the way you are sitting. That itself shows like how much readiness in your body and mind you have. Let's go to the next thing. What can make you the champion? There are 10 commandments, there are 10 C's. If you have confidence in you, if you do not have, start working on your confidence first that yes, I can and I will. We start thinking, teacher, somebody else told me that you are not good for this thing, that thing. Build a character. A strong character can only be a good leader. If I have vices, if I have wrong habits, if I am in the trap of digital unwell-being or economical unwell-being or any other kind of vices, I spend a lot of time with friends, I am good to nothing, then you are going to not to contribute. Compassion. Whatever you do it with 100% zeal. Connect it to your goal and you will find the compassion. I'll give you one example, one story with which I will finish. Connect. As much you can network as professional. LinkedIn. Use the professional networking sites. Become the professional members in various engineers associations. That would guide you to the best of the knowledge available. There's certain people still talking. If you want to leave, you can leave. Hello. If you want to leave, you can leave. I have no compulsion for you to sit here. Do not. Change. Whatever you are, just make one small change in a month and you would see a transformed you. It cannot happen. It cannot happen tomorrow. Small step towards change in everything. Lifestyle, your thought process, your study pattern, your professionalism. One step, small step can lead to very high, big results. Of course, career is very important. So that you can be that like 99-year-old lady of Vietnam, you contribute economically to your country. Career is important. Of course, take calculative risks. That would be easy on you because you're too young at this time. So take calculative risks to do something. Also, be caring to others because you cannot survive without team. You cannot survive without other people supporting you. So as you give the care, they would care back. This is important, but as compassion, care is equally important. Of course, our culture is our strength. Unity in diversity. United we stand very strong. Divided we fall. So believe in our culture, it has got very strong roots and we can make a huge impact and remain calm. You know, during Corona, from 1,300 calls in a year, within 6 months, I finished 66,732 distress calls. 6 months. I was working day and night, almost 18, 19 hours a day, attending to those stress calls. I used to calm them. I saved around 17 people who were telling that they would commit suicide. They have reached that range. But counseling them continuously, that made that they remain calm. They were, de-stressed, then they were brought back to the mainstream. And what 5 disablers are there? Your comfort zone. You never break your comfort zone. You want to remain in that cocoon. Mother, father, they come, 10 minutes, just 5 minutes. Then after that, project. What project is it? Netflix. Think about it. Break your comfort zone. That is necessary. Confused mind because you do not seek to the right person. You're confused. Your teachers can help you. Your elders can help you, but you don't want to reach out to them. You really do not want to reach out to them because you have an inhibition. Okay, what happens if they get anything that, you are a silly question, have a silly question. So don't go to them. Seek guidance is important. You break that silo. Continued procrastination. Today one excuse, tomorrow another excuse, third excuse, fourth day, hundreds of excuses. Once you stop making excuses, you would start progressing. Conflict and ego. Ego is to be co-ego. Big fat ego everybody has. Should I do? Why should I ask? I have broken my relationship with one friend. Let her come and ask me about it. Always ego. For what? What you want? You are a tiny little thing in this entire universe. Look at what attitude you have. Get away from that attitude and get a good company, good friends. Good friends are always like guiding lights in your life. Good friend doesn't mean that the person would hide your mistakes or weaknesses, rather tell, see, this is wrong. Let us work it out and make you better. Don't like such friends, but have good company. Looking at the time, I'll finish very quick story of my life. Why I'm standing here today. I was born as the 4th daughter to my parents. Not very welcomed. Even I was, certain days I was deprived of my mother's milk. So that if I can die, I can die. But yeah, survived. My first fight to the survival. Because there was a huge flood in Rajasthan where I was born. Rajasthan, you think like desert. Udaipur is one of the places, it is all green, all water bodies around. We had huge rainfall on 23rd August 1973 when I was almost 3 years old. That time the floods have taken all our wealth, all the gold and the silver which was there at home, all the money, it all washed up. Till next 9 years, I and my sisters and my family had only one time meal to eat with dignity. Still, my father put us in government school. And only education can change your life. My 8th class teacher saw me not bringing the tiffin in the school. She held me, Rajagiri, where is your tiffin? I said, ma'am, I forgot. Next day I'll say, no, I have headache. My mother is not well. Any excuse. Then one day, she took me out of the class and asked me, Why you're not bringing the tiffin? I said, ma'am, we eat only one time, so I cannot bring. Once I go back home at 4 o'clock, my mother would serve us the kanji or what you call the porridge. Kanji. Kanji in Malayalam. Tamil, it is kanji or like that. It is served. So ma'am said, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I'll bring you 2 parathas and some achar to eat. I said, no ma'am, my father has taught us the dignity. For last 8 years, 7 years, I've never eaten my 2 square meals, so I'm perfectly fine. She said, no, I will bring you're one of the brightest child in this class. So I said, okay, what should I do just for that? She said that we have rescued 3 girls from prostitution, 3 tribal girls. They want to study. Would you teach them after the school? Like first class, they would be in first class. They are 16-year-old girls. They were sold in Mumbai and they were rescued by us, and they are there in the school. Nobody is ready to teach. Would you be able to teach for class 1, class 2? I said, yes. So I said, ma'am, bring 4 chapatis from tomorrow because me and my sister both would teach. So that was my first salary. 2 chapatis every day. You know, when I passed class 8, they passed class 3. When I passed class 9, they passed class 6. When I passed 10th, they passed class 8th, which was necessary to become them the ANM, which is, assistant midwifery. There is like one course which supports the nursing, and they all were inducted in government. That was the price. I got married when I was 17 and a half. I'm declaring it, I know that it is like on live, but that time, like the law came after. But almost I can say just before 18 years I got married. Because of that early marriage, I had definitely early pregnancies. My son was born when he was 19. Like I was 19, my son was born. Sorry for that. It happens to everybody. Tell me if you're laughing that you have never had any kind of that experience in your own life. So when I was 19, my son was born. But I had medical complications. Second time, after 3 years, when I was expecting, doctor told me to be in the hospital from day 1. Day 1, I'm walking towards where I am allotted a bed, I'm walking. One lady comes and she puts me down. I fell on my stomach. I had rupture in my stomach. Doctor said, this is a mad lady, don't be on her way ever. If she comes, you sit somewhere, otherwise she pushes everybody. Because you are going to be long time here. All 9 months you would be here. So be aware. I was wondering that why this lady pushed me. Then I used to see her running around pushing only pregnant ladies. She would push, they would make them fall down. And she would laugh. She would cry. Can you do something? Then she would, you're laughing. You have to understand this story. It would change you. It has changed me. You're smiling. Somebody who has been tortured. After 3 months, I saw that her legs were amputated because she developed gangrene. Because she was shackled into that, because she started pushing more people. The lady was admitted in the set. She developed septicemia in that ward. You know, septic all passed along her body. It's called septicemia. She got amputated from here. Both the thighs were cut because that was oozing with the pus. 1 week after, I saw doctors pumping her and she died, and the doctor came out, oh, what a relief today, this lady died. I was rebellious. I said, how can doctor say that one life lost? She said, Rajeshwari, When this girl was only 12, I'm talking of Rajasthan, she was married. She had no children for 16 years. She was tortured bodily by the family. After 16 years, when she was expecting, and she delivered the baby girl in the care of her mother-in-law, the mother-in-law strangulated the baby then and there because it was a girl child. And then husband has bought a new wife. It is not that he married, it is bought. There is in the tribal culture, this system is called nate, where you can go and buy a widow or somebody who is there available. And kicked this girl off from the home. But before that, the mother-in-law said, I want to do some ritual on you because you gave a girl child to my family. That's a shame. They inserted handful of chili powder in her private parts. Can you even believe? You are sitting here in Kerala where women are respected. You do not know what happens in the other parts of the country. This lady, this lady with burning. One small chili flake, if it is here or there, or you touch your eyes and see what happens to you. A handful of chili powder in her private parts. What am I talking about here? And then we say that lady is mad. I took a vote. When I'm over with this pregnancy, I'll go to this village and talk what you have done. Then to the village, what I got. There is a huge card here and there is a name here on my head. You can touch and feel if anybody wants. Doesn't read. First welcome was this, that who are you? I thought I knew them. After a few days, I went back with 5 of my students. They have thrown bag full of cobra on me. I have one here, the cobra bite on my toe here. You can see, check. But I was in NCC. I knew tourniqueting, what it is. And I cut the split and then I pressed the venom out. But I fainted. 48 hours I struggled in the hospital. But I kept running and to come back to make a difference in somebody's life. Third time I went, they stabbed me in my tummy. Laser operation is 97 stitches across my tummy. Still I went back with few more students to support me. We changed the approach. We started cleaning the village. Slowly one lady came out, would you take some water? I said, we'll take water, but if you call 5 more ladies. Slowly we started giving the confidence that we will teach you stitching, embroidery, slow vocational items. And we want you to be aware of your voting power. We want you to be aware of having some art or skill in you. Be economically independent. I personally helped 117 self-help groups to be created by these ladies. They are now into Fab India, to international forums. They are selling their items and they are so empowered. First girl was born in 1997 in the village without making her killed by the family. We protected the girl child. We could able to get convinced the parents. Slowly this girl, I supported her education and you know what she's doing. Today she is working in HSBC Bank in Singapore. Never ever when the girls were killed. But slowly they started building up. And we started one organization called Make a Difference. MAD. The lady was labeled as mad. We made positive out of it. Today I have registered 6.5 lakh children into this mission. We do small good. Bring one smile to one face, to one family, at least once in a month. Do some small good and be a good citizen. Bring a good citizenship behavior. Put like what we do. There's a lot of sports in sun. You get lots of bottles from the hotels, distillery bottles. We collect them, we sanitize them, fill them with water, put it on home freezers, give it back when you're going, wrapped in a newspaper to the traffic police. What cost? What cost you do? The smile. You bring a smile. Go to the hospital emergency room 1 hour once a week or once in a month and help people those who need you. Filling the form. Getting them like, okay, everything will be okay. I'm there. You tell me what you need to get arranged. I'll arrange. Do some small services. You would see your life change. With this, I put a dream in your eye of Viksit Bharat, where each one of you has the power of one. One person can change the life. I'm a live example of that. I cannot preach if I am not practiced. This is what I have done. I hope there is any question. No?
Thank you, Rajagiri ma'am, for that very inspiring, energetic session. I hope every one of us will try to implement the memory magic in our daily routine. And thank you for telling us how to be relentless and how to help others. I'd like to now invite Dr. Shabna M., Assistant Professor of Department of Electronics and Communications, and the AICTE faculty in charge of arts, to hand over the memento to show our love and respect to Dr. Shriman.
So much.
Before we conclude, I'd like to welcome Ms. Jimsha TK, Assistant Professor, Department of Basic Science and Humanities, and also the Assistant Program Officer of NSS to deliver the vote of thanks.
It has been an honor to be a part of an illuminating event such as Viksit Bharat 2047. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our guest, Dr. Rajagiri Narendran. Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session. I also I would also thank our principal, Dr. P.S. Srijit, for encouraging such session in our institution. My sincere thanks goes to all our organizers for this event and exposing students to such ideas during pivotal moment of India's history. Finally, a huge round of applause goes to the participants for the making this event a successful. all work hard to create India for our dreams by 2047. Thank you.
Thank you guys for attending this inspiring session. I hope you had a nice time. That's this one. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being there. I hope if I have, heard any